Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cow says.
Cow says who?
No, Nick. Cow says moo. We don't have it yet. Hello, baby. It's here. No, I'm not doing that again. Hey, everybody. It's Wyatt and Nick with another episode of We Don't Have It Yet on today, August 1st, 2026. We got a lot of fun for you today, I think. Women's Pro Baseball League has opening day today, which I'm pretty excited about. There is a spiritual sequel, kind of, to The Sandlot. Sony sucks. Xbox sucks. Nintendo kind of doesn't suck. And, you know, we're going to do a giveaway and talk about a movie that I think Nick and I have some opinions on, Theodore Rex. Nick?
Yo.
What did you watch this week?
I watched movies, as per usual.
No. You watched movies?
Yeah.
Breaking news. Do you have a breaking news drop?
Yeah, you want to go right into that? Or I thought you had a pretty, it sounded like you had a pretty interesting weekend, but...
Exactly, so let's start with you so I can still
talk
recover.
about my watches. Yeah, so moving along, had a pretty kick-ass picnic last night for continuing the weekly viewing of Mission Impossible series. We're almost there. We're closing
So you must be getting close to being done.
Yep, we're on number 7. And yeah, the Kroger half-price food gods manager specials treated me pretty well yesterday at the store. So we had arancini and a rack of baby back ribs and a French bread pizza, which I gussied up with some chopped pepperoni and basil from the garden, and dino potato puffs. You know, who doesn't love those?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, just all the classic foods. But yeah, so Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. There was no Part 2 in the end. They just called it The Final Reckoning, I think. I don't know what the behind-the-scenes drama may have been there, but this, man, the movies keep getting better. And honestly, it's right up there with the best of the series. This is the one that saw Tom Cruise actually drive a motorcycle off the side of a cliff and then
that one.
Free dive and parachute. Not to actually land on a moving train, but he does do that in the movie. And then he really did have, you know, choreographed fight scenes atop a 60-mile-an-hour train. It's pretty crazy. Little less Luther in this one. I'm sad to report. He's still here, but only in like the first act.
Is he back as the guy in the chair?
He's a little chairbound in this one. I'm very sad to say. But God, there's so many good things in this. It's hard to know where to start. The movie was this is 2023, and basically the villain is an AI, and it really deals with some interesting topics throughout because, you know, kind of talking about the post-truth era and how this AI's gone rogue, and at one point they actually have 1,000 monkeys at 1,000 typewriters backing everything up from digital back into pen and paper copies to be stored safely before the AI rewrites the truths of history forever. Hard to imagine where these ideas are now being used, but great movie. This one, I'm going to butcher her name, but had added Palm, is it Clementif?
I have no idea.
She was the French actress, or Quebec French actress who played Mantis in the Guardian series.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So fairly iconic, face at this point. God, she's stunning in this, too. She plays a really fun, like, hired hand assassin type character. She's the heavy, the enforcer for the main bad guy kind of thing, and gets to wear these great costumes and makeup and just be a really cool, just villain. Just, kind of nameless, doesn't speak much villain, and just throughout the whole thing, and having watched this whole series evolve, you really get a sense for like how much Tom Cruise gives a shit about movies.
Yeah.
And knows what makes them good and what makes them entertaining. I mean, if you're bored during this, I got nothing for you. You're dead inside. The story's good. The set pieces are great. The moving action is fantastic. You got like a fight scene in the alleys of Venice that are like 4 feet wide. That had to be fun to shoot, or at least an incredible challenge to shoot. Just awesomeness, honestly. And I've never seen the final one, so we'll be experiencing that for the first time together. But if you saw this, I would implore you to go back and watch it again. One of the Act 3 action scenes is basically ripped right out of the Uncharted series. And this ties in great with what little preview for you, our theme of the month, will be, according to your votes, people. But yeah, I think they had to have borrowed some inspiration from the video game series, because if you remember in our Uncharted 2, there was a scene where runaway train goes off a collapsed bridge and then is hanging vertically, and you have to climb your way up this hanging train before it all falls off the cliff, and they recreated that. And it's such a great, tense action scene, and gravity shifting, and go watch this again. This is the second time I saw it. There's a lot more to grasp. The story's certainly a little easier to see or understand and follow with successive viewing. But yeah, excited for the last one, man. Go Ethan Hunt. And it really hasn't changed my opinion that it's right there, neck and neck with the modern Bonds, man. It's just good. All the characters are great. My son's like really invested in Benji now. Loves the Simon Pegg character. Was really worried about him when he was in danger in this one.
I enjoy. Oh, what was your? You said what your spread was, right? You got
it's a decent spread. But then last night we watched a new adult feature, which is very not appropriate for kid viewing. But that was I think this was 2025 movie. But I only became aware of it recently, or it just came out available recently. The movie is Normal, starring Bob Odenkirk, Henry Winkler, Lena Headey, and it's called Normal because it revolves around the town of Normal, Minnesota. Which again ties us right back to we were just talking about Fargo in our Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Which, if you'd like to hear Wyatt and I's top 5 things, movies, games, and other stuff from 1996, subscribe to our Patreon and you get access to a bonus episode every month where we will do just that with our theme every single month. But back to Normal. If you saw, what was the Bob Odenkirk movies where they did 2 of them?
Nobody.
Nobody. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, another single word N title. But Bob Odenkirk played a retired CIA hitman type, government heavy that gets pulled back into the world.
Yep.
This isn't that. This is kind of the opposite, but still just as brutally violent. And I mean brutally violent throughout. And this movie is essentially a Western. So if you can follow me, it takes place in modern day, all of that. But it's Bob Odenkirk is recruited as an interim sheriff in the small town of Normal, Minnesota, because their sheriff has died of a heart attack. And he is to take this job for 6 weeks as temporary assignment while they elect a new sheriff. And of course, the small, innocent town of Normal, Minnesota is hiding a giant secret. I'll just go ahead and give you the the story here because this is not a spoiler in any way. The town is one of many, we're led to assume, Yakuza bank vaults around the world.
Oh, damn.
And in exchange for protecting gold bullion and cash that they can't get out of the United States, the town, gets to enjoy in the wealth. So their small town America and Main Street is prospering in, direct opposition of every other small town Main Street in the United States that has kind of died. And so, of course, Bob Odenkirk starts getting the scent that something's not quite right around here. And needless to say, ends up fighting the entire town in fun and hilarious ways. And this movie is completely self-aware, very funny throughout. And I mean, it's just there's so much set up so early on that it's just great. Like he sits down in a restaurant that's all hunting lodge themed, and the wall is covered in shotguns and rifles. And he's like, "What? You don't have these loaded, do you?" And the guy's like, "Nothing more useless than an unloaded gun." Like, well, we'll be having fun with that later. And he goes into the
Chekhov's
hardware.
gun.
Yeah, he's like, "What do you?" He's in the hardware store. He's like, "What do you got behind all these locks behind you? Why would you have a cabinet that has 9 locks on it?" And the guy's like, "Well, stump removers." He's like, "What kind of stump removers do you need to keep under lock and key like that?" He's like, "Old school stump removers," which, you would assume means dynamite. So we'll
Yeah.
be coming back to that for fun later. And then we go to the police station and they're, outfitted with a goddamn armory. And it's like, oh yeah, after 9/11, we took every grant that was available. So we got the, the APC and the machine guns and the grenade launchers. It's like, okay, we'll be coming back to that. So it's just fun. And Wyatt, Henry Winkler plays the bad guy.
Oh, he's probably great in that role.
So I think you know what kind of experience you're in for here.
Yep.
And I said it. So yeah, new sheriff comes to town. Townspeople are all in on a conspiracy. Turn on him. Can our hero get out and save the day for the good, innocent folk that are left, or something to that effect? So it's basically a modern telling of a Western. But what amused me is that despite being completely based around gun violence and gratuitous gun violence, you watch people, receive the reality of a shotgun blast to the head kind of thing. There's a lot of deaths that occur into this that are just because of bad gun safety. And I found that hilarious, and hopefully it like comes across to people that watch it, because there's at least 3 or 4 characters in this movie that are like, they trip over something and shoot themselves in the face. Or if you ever remember Get Out, the 90s movie where
Yep.
like the guy's running up the stairs, trips,
Yep.
and then blows his own head off. There's a lot of shit like that in this movie, which plays to hilarious effect, and really just shows like this is what happens when you're horribly irresponsible with tons of firearms and people just have open access to them. And they're very, very clever to show when he's interacting with the old sheriff's daughter, who, spoiler again, isn't a bad guy. And she's holding a gun to him, but she's doing so with excellent trigger discipline kind of thing. And hands over the gun to him, and at no point does she ever put her finger on the trigger. Meanwhile, all these dumbasses like trip over an extension cord and shoot themselves in the eye, kind of thing. If you like funny, violent action movies, like, this is just fun. I had a great time. It was hilarious. It's got Henry Winkler is a bad guy, for Christ's sakes. How can you not have fun with this? I don't know if this is streaming anywhere yet. So it saw a debut at the 2025 Toronto Film Festival.
It's theatrically released in April, so at
April
this point, I would
year.
guess it probably
Yeah.
is streaming somewhere.
Well, it's on VOD, I know that, but I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was on a service that I don't have or anything. But yeah, check it out, man. It's well worth an hour and 28 minutes of your time. It's a romp, start to finish. And, within the first 10 minutes, you pretty much know what you're in for. And I was just smiling like, oh, yeah, they made note to point out that cabinet full of C4 at the police station. So I can't wait till we circle back to that. It's a lot of that kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks like the writer, Derek Kolstad, is actually the same person that wrote Nobody.
That would make total sense.
Yeah.
Very similar in tone, self-aware kind of humor, like where Nobody had, Doc Brown as comedy relief in both of those movies as his crazy dad too. There's a lot of that type of stuff in this.
Oh, he's also the creator of John Wick too.
Oh, cool. Oh,
which makes sense once you put all these things together.
Yes, there's certainly plenty of gunplay to enjoy here. And without getting too spoilery, we do actually get to meet the Yakuza as well.
Oh boy.
So it's, I think the poster right here says a joyous action bonanza from somebody's review, and I'd be hard pressed to argue with that. It's just movie fun. Small town, big secret, it says. Oh yeah, from the creator of John Wick and Nobody. Yeah. Yeah, highly recommended for anybody out there who would have fun with action comedy. Sort of got almost some horror twinges in places. like we were just kind of discussing horror movies or comedies in a lot of ways.
Yep.
It definitely walks that tone line. So, yeah, check it out. And then I want to hear about everything Wyatt's been doing, because we're recording this behind the curtain look at 9 in the morning my time on Saturday morning. So, because you got a busy weekend going on.
I do. It's been a busy weekend so far. I want to take 1 second because I didn't realize this was a thing.
What?
Because I was looking at Derek Kolstad's stuff, and did
Yeah.
you know there's a Splinter Cell TV show?
No. On what?
You know, remember the apparently it's on Netflix and it came out in October of last year, and I have never heard a single word about it.
Did it get generally positive reviews before being quietly scrapped forever?
It says that a day after its premiere, it was renewed for a second season.
Oh, wow.
Liev Schreiber is in it.
Oh,
it's an animated show, but I still have heard absolutely nothing about this.
Well, he's certainly got the voice for it, doesn't he?
Yeah. So this is going to have to be something that I check out, because I used to love the Splinter Cell games.
I was not a big fan of any of the Tom Clancy games, really. No. Stealth action was never really my thing.
I guess that's fair, because
I got my fill out of Metal Gear, and I didn't really look for more of it. I don't know. I watched a bunch of people playing the early games on Xbox, and I was like, I get it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not to put it down or say they're bad. It just didn't look like my thing, that's all.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check this out, though, because, I don't know. It got a second season, so
I'm down.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's got the voice of HBO Sports.
Yeah. All right.
No, so what are you getting into, man? I want to hear about this.
What am I not getting into, dude? So
I saw some band jam last night.
Yeah. So yesterday, which was Friday, it'll be many days ago once you guys listen to this. But yesterday, I quit work a little bit early and headed down to Boston with a buddy to go see everyone's favorite jam band, Fish, at Fenway Park. So
that's cool, though.
It was.
Did you wear tie-dye?
I did not, surprisingly. I actually wore a band shirt for my buddy Greg's band, Fire Edith, which I thought was kind of funny because he hates Fish, so I thought it was cool to promote his band at a place that
and you didn't wear the shirt of the band you were going to see, because
exactly
don't be that guy, Wyatt.
I'm not.
And you wouldn't. You refuse to be that guy.
I've watched PCU many times.
Yeah, too many times to make that mistake.
But yeah, so before we headed to the concert, we got there probably 3:30, 4 o'clock or so, and there's a little burger place that's near my place of work. So anytime I go down to Boston, which is like once a year, less if I can help it for work, I love going to Boston Burger Company. They have a few locations down in the Boston area. And
now, was this special a regular thing at that time, or
Monday through Friday?
Okay, I didn't know if it was in honor of the Fish concert
going
on, because I can make that connection.
Yeah, no, it was coincidental, but yeah, I think probably like 6 months ago or so they started this promotion where from 4:20 in the afternoon until 5 o'clock you can buy what is called their 420 burger for $4.20. Which, even if this was just a plain cheeseburger, you're not getting a burger at a restaurant for under $5.
No,
especially in Boston.
No, oh yeah, God, near Fenway Park, no less. Yeah.
So I saw that before we went down, and I told my buddy, I'm like, dude, we're going to Boston Burger Company and we're gonna get these burgers, because they're normal burgers. I mean, that burger we got is normally an $18.50 burger. So it was, and it's a little bit goes against the mantra we have here, and we don't have it yet. It was a taller, not wider burger, but I could make it less tall by deconstructing it. So
if it's smooshable, I feel like that's acceptable. But if there needs to be the steak knife involved just for structural integrity, that's where you're going to run into problems.
Yeah, I probably could have smushed it down and just ate it as it was. But my plan was I was like, okay, I just want a burger, but I'm going to take this apart because it essentially turns it into you have an appetizer sampler. So this burger was a pretty hefty burger with French fries, onion rings, fried mac and cheese balls, and mozzarella sticks on it.
Okay, I'm looking at a picture now, and I see the mozzarella sticks. what is under the patty? Is that the
That's
fries?
the fried mac and cheese balls
Oh,
and
okay.
fries.
Okay. This is a very impressive looking burger.
Yeah, it was good, man. I'm recently trying to get back into running shape after a couple of years of being injured. So I've been trying to be a little more healthy and track my food a bit more. So for the past couple days, knowing I was going to go down here, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cut back on eating for a couple days so I can go enjoy this guilt free.
So you got the wait. So you knew that you were going to get a burger with.
We get mod sticks with all dips.
All the dips, yes. I ordered all the apps, and yeah, so it was pretty good. And not only that, this Boston Burger Company is well known for what they call their freak fraps. And for anyone that's not in the New England area, a frap is probably what you call a milkshake. Words are weird. So milkshakes in New Hampshire, in the New England area, technically are just supposed to be milk with,
ice cream
syrup in it. No, milkshake is essentially like chocolate milk or strawberry milk, or a frap is hard ice cream with milk and or some type of syrup in it.
Well, what the hell is a malt?
That has malted milk powder in it.
Aha! I'm learning.
Yeah. So yeah, they're known for their gratuitous burgers, which that 420 burger is one of them, and what they call their freak fraps, which are one of the most ridiculous, over the top, gluttonous. This is why I said this to my buddy Ryan when we were at the show. This is why countries hate America, for all of our gluttony and having the crap like this. Like, it was it was probably a 24-ounce glass. I got what was called the Holy Cannoli.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a full cannoli, quite a large looking cannoli sitting at the top of this thing.
Yes, I regret not taking a picture of Ryan's too. I think he took a picture of it, and I'll have to send it to you after we finish recording. He got the Dough My God, which was a cookie crisp ice cream. So it was basically just vanilla ice cream with blended cookie crisp cereal in it, with gigantic edible chocolate chip dough balls and a giant ice cream chocolate chip sandwich.
All right.
Yeah, and mine was the Holy Cannoli, which came with a really big cannoli. It was a cannoli ice cream, chocolate chips. There were cannoli chips with like 7 pounds of whipped cream on it. And dude, it was so good. We both just took a bite of our burgers and we're like, oh my God. Like, and we were both pretty hungry, so I'm sure that played into it a little bit.
Wait, what were you like?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Exactly. And it was a juicy burger. I got it, medium rare, and it certainly was, which I do got to give some props to whoever cooked the burger at Boston Burger Company, because I can't count the number of times I go somewhere and ask for like a medium or a medium rare burger, and then it comes out and it's cooked all the way through.
Yeah, shoe leather.
Yeah.
Is this a flat top situation or a grill?
Yeah, this is definitely flat top.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we enjoyed that, and I'm gonna get out ahead of it because this is all pointing in a certain direction here. I was stone cold sober. I had no drugs, legal or otherwise, in my system, and I just enjoyed a very gluttonous meal.
That's sugar and calories have always been your
that's my drug of choice.
Vice of choice. Yeah,
I mean, it's what I used to. I was a drug dealer for 5 years, slinging cookies to everyone around the country. But yeah, it was really good. Dylan, I guess he sent his Ryan. I call him Dylan. Sorry, buddy. He's probably not going to listen to this. But him and his wife are going back to the Fish concert again tonight, and he's like, I'm gonna have to bring my wife here tomorrow, because he sent her a picture of the frap. And
yeah, that wasn't gonna fly. That you missed out on that. Yeah,
yeah. He was like, I'm definitely not getting another burger, but I'm gonna have to come back and get a frap, I guess. He's like, we're gonna go probably get food somewhere else, and then we're just gonna come here for a frap. And he's like, and we're gonna get one frap and split it, because I don't think he was able to finish anything he got. He got like pretty close to finishing everything, but he's like, I've got no more space to eat this stuff, dude. But yeah, so then we went to the Fish.
Chocolate. It's chocolate.
So yeah, we walked over to Fenway. We went down to Shakedown Street, which is basically a giant area that gets cordoned off at Fish concerts outside of the venue, where people are hawking like bootleg merch. Wandered around
Whippets.
there. Oh yeah, whippets were everywhere, man. Um, and I was very surprised. Did you know that people do drugs at Fish concerts?
I hadn't heard.
I was very surprised. I showed up and
Do they
I
do
don't
they
know.
still have like the dudes that'll show up with like the actual industrial like balloon sized
Dude, there
thing
was
full of nitrous and actually just hand out balloons kind of thing versus I think now they have like I don't know, you could just order like what is sold as for kitchens and whatnot, but giant whippet
no,
canisters.
there were people with like the. It almost looks like maybe they robbed their dentist and took out
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah,
nitrous.
exactly.
Yeah, no, yeah, there
Yeah.
was still some of those guys, and I mean, yeah, it was everywhere. After the show, it was like 4 blocks surrounding Fenway, and everybody. There was a dude that probably had to have been like 80 years old. I saw doing whippets, and I'm like, you go, man. Like, I guess he's burned it at this point. But so the show was pretty cool. I've never been to a concert at Fenway before, and we had, I guess, technically turf seats, floor seats. So we were essentially sitting right on second base, which
That's
they
cool.
covered the entire field with, some type of cladding, which I guess makes sense because you don't.
It's
want
like
a bunch
that
of chairs and
rubber
shit.
mesh type thing that
Yep.
they can lay a floor on top of. Yeah.
Yep. So it was a little sad. I was like, oh man, I was really hoping I could find some dirt somewhere just to kind of scoop up and put in my pocket and be like, I
Yeah,
got
you
Fenway
and
dirt.
50,000 other people or whatever.
And that's
yeah.
okay. They can get more dirt, man. These people are Fish fans. They're not baseball fans. Let's be real.
This is true.
Yeah, but no, it was a lot of fun. It was a Fish concert, so if you don't enjoy jam bands or that's not your bag, then you would have hated it because it was. I think they played 12 songs in the span of 3 hours.
I could understand it, but like my oldest buddy, the best man for my wedding, in the past 10 years has really gotten into jam bands, loves Fish, and he goes to the shows same as you. He's sober. Like I could get stoned to the gills and be like, all right, I get it. That's a cool experience. Nice people, good vibes. Like I understand.
We're an anomaly. People don't go there sober.
Kind of bored, to be honest with you. Otherwise, be the other way around. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I get it. Kind of ready to wrap this up here.
I mean, part of it's enjoying the people watching too.
I bet to imagine
there are some interesting characters at Fish concerts.
Fantastic people watching. Yeah, it has to be.
I mean, there was some of the time, when Trey Anastasio was going on one of his 30-minute long guitar solos where I just kind of like turned around and looked into the crowd and I'm like, we're all people, I guess. We're all in this together. We're all in this round spinning rock hurtling through space.
It's especially good if you go with like somebody that you can just bounce commentary back and forth with. Amusing stuff that might not be suitable for public comment, but you both see what you're seeing.
Oh yeah, we had Ryan and I had some fun after the show when we were walking back. This doesn't belong in chump of the week territory because at a Fish concert, I mean,
no,
unless someone puked on me or something, which thankfully didn't happen. But the guys that were in front of us, I was trying to figure out if they were college, like just graduating college, or they were a couple of years younger than us because they all seemed to have those faces where you couldn't really tell how old they were. And also, once you get to a certain age, everyone either looks like a baby or your age.
Yeah.
Or like
terrible.
They should be in the crypt. But they were friggin' annoying, man. Like the entire time, it was just they were talking to each other, not listening to the music. And these are floor seats, so they weren't cheap tickets.
Yeah.
And a couple like times, one of the guys were like, "Hey man, like let's watch the show." And then like 2 minutes later, he's the one that's now striking up a conversation with one of them. And
what? 3-hour jam band set is tough for TikTok brain, I guess.
Yeah, I was just saying
Reels, or I don't want to just single out one company because everybody does this shit.
Yeah, I don't know though. I'm pretty sure after talking to Ryan about it, I think they were pretty close to our age. So it's not like they were.
I'm not pointing it out as an epidemic of the young. I know what my friends are sending me all the time when I get a link. It's always the same fucking vertical video shit.
Oh man, but
everybody's brains are nuked, man.
Great,
we're all screwed, man.
That's why we're putting out long form podcasts, so you can hopefully have the attention span to sit through an hour.
Why our listener numbers look like they do too.
I know, they're amazing. That's why they keep growing hand over fist.
Hey, it's still going up. Yeah, right.
We
I'm the
somewhat.
walrus.
Oh, you know what? We didn't mention this at all, and I meant to make a deal of it. And at this point, it's kind of too late, but I might as well touch on it. This is our 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah, is this episode number 52?
This is number 52. We've been doing this for a year, dude.
Holy shit! Congratulations, buddy. Where do I got the? Oh, I don't have an applause button. But go us! Yes. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
There you go. I got that.
I've made 52 episodes, technically 53 if you want to count our bonus Patreon episode.
I don't think we haven't missed a week, have we?
We haven't. I had 1 week where I had some personal stuff going on, but thankfully our buddy John stepped in with you for a week. So, we've been consistent if nothing else. So, even if you don't like our content, we will still be here for you every week to give you our dulcet tones in your ears as you're working.
Oh, indeed.
But yeah, it's been
Congrats
a
to
lot of
us.
fun. Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't think we were gonna. I didn't say I think we're gonna fizzle out, but I guess I'm just still kind of surprised that we've done
I think
it every
a lot.
week
Yeah,
for
I
a year.
mean, I think it's just consistency, and it becomes part of your schedule almost. Because I think that what happens is a lot of people enter things with the best of intentions, and then life gets in the way, as it tends to, and things just kind of slowly dissolve into doing not that anymore. But we're still here, and I still love talking to my buddy Wyatt, so I'm happy to be
I love
here.
talking to you, buddy. I think I read when we first started this, like I was really kind of going whole hog trying to, learn everything I could. The same way I did when I started my bakery. Is like I want to obtain all of the information because
At once.
Yeah, because that's the way my brain works, and I need to have everything, and then we'll kind of, figure it out from there. And I believe when I started doing the research, I think the average podcast, and mind you, just like us,
Oh wait,
everybody
don't tell me. We'll
creates
make a game out of this. Let me
Okay.
guess first.
I only have one trivia question though.
But how many episodes the average one lasts?
Yeah, actually, I have two questions, I
Okay.
guess, because there's two things I remember. So yes, how many? What do you think the average is for the number of episodes a podcast has? And mind you, this is
5.
all podcasts in the world, essentially.
Right. So yeah, I guess the average gets thrown around by ones that have thousands of episodes. And
yeah,
ones
there are
that
lots of
have 2.
outliers.
But I'll say I'll stick with my gut. 5.
You're not far off. It's 3.
Oh,
3
it was
episodes
even
of the
less. I
podcast.
was going to go
Yeah.
up to 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yep. No. And what do you think the average listener is, like downloads per week?
Like how many podcasts the average person listens to in the course
No,
of a week?
like how many downloads does an episode get on average of
Oof.
all podcasts?
9.
A little bit higher. I think again, this has been about a year since I looked at it, but I believe it was around 20.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And the thing is, so if you put those two things together, like a lot of people, if they go ahead and they put something out and they're like, oh, 10 people downloaded my podcast. Okay, it doesn't matter. Like,
I'm not
I'm
a
done.
success immediately.
Yeah.
This is boring. I'm going to go do something else now.
I'm not saying we're a huge success, but like I said, our numbers have been going up, and
I said we're beating both of those metrics. So
we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations to you, man. I appreciate you doing this. I know we talked about it a little bit, and then my business kind of got in the way, and I told you there was no way I was going to be able to fit anything into my schedule. And because I knew you were so disappointed with that, I closed my super successful baking business to start this super successful podcast. So,
That's right.
we
happy to
make
be
money
here
on
with
this
you, buddy.
podcast now. We are professional podcasters, dude.
That's right. Yeah, people pay us. How'd
We
that
don't need to
happen?
talk about how much we make, but we're professional podcasters.
Numbers
now,
aren't
man.
important. We're in a growth phase.
But anyway, yeah. I know this intro went on a little bit long.
Who'd have
but
thunk it? You and me,
Yeah.
pal. Who'd have thunk it? We made it.
Not me. So hit us with your new drop that you premiered last week.
Which one was? Oh, are we going into the news? Yeah.
I was hoping you'd pick it up.
Would you say that?
We don't have it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
after
working on it,
52
folks.
weeks,
1 year. 1 year in. All right. It's the news.
We don't have it yet news.
Today's a big day, man.
Is it?
Today is Women's Pro Baseball League inaugural opening day.
All right. Oh, and it'll be on TV. You and John were just talking about that.
It'll be
they will
on
broadcast.
streaming.
Okay, well,
ESPN
how does everybody
Unlimited,
watch TV
yeah.
these days anyway? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, there's some oldies out there, man.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing and a bad thing about the streaming. The league is 100% good, and I'm fully on board with it. I'm really disappointed that I don't think I'm going to be able to make it out to any of the games this year.
They'll
But
still
it
be
was
finding their
announced.
feet. It's the inaugural season.
Yeah.
They'll be there. They'll be there.
Oh, absolutely. And it sounds like if things go well this year, they're planning on hopefully expanding to a couple more teams next year, and we'll see if that means they actually have home field, because this year they're playing at Robin Roberts Stadium in Springfield, Illinois, which makes sense for a startup league because that way, you don't have so many
Save a
moving
tremendous
parts.
amount on costs. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the big thing is that they have exclusive rights to the field right now, so they're not sharing it with any other baseball teams. So they can make it the WPBL stadium. They don't have to worry about changing stuff over.
They have a
taking
league
stuff
home.
down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good.
So yesterday, which would be Thursday, obviously it won't be yesterday when you guys listen to it, but yesterday it was announced that ESPN acquired the streaming rights to the WPBL, which I think it's good for the league because I'm hoping that they got a pretty decent chunk of money to give away their streaming rights, because up until yesterday, the games were all going to be streaming for free on their YouTube channel, which I was pretty excited about because, that means I'd get to watch it, because I'm not going to spend $13 a month for ESPN streaming. That's just not something in my budget or something I want. I don't know. If I really enjoyed the league, maybe I would go ahead and pay that money up, but no, I'm not going to pay $13 a month.
You can support them directly in other ways and then also watch ESPN in other ways. So
yeah,
I'll just leave it at that.
They also have, I cannot remember the name of it, and if I was a good podcast producer, I would have had that right up in front of me. But
we're a year in now, man. We need a dedicated producer, I think. Yeah, we got to start paying somebody.
There we go. Yeah, thankfully, I can also play dedicated producer as I'm doing stuff. So the Scripps Sport Network, which is a free streaming service. I think it's on like Tubi and a couple other places. I've never heard of it before. But they're going to have 11 regular season games that they're streaming for free. So at least you'll still be able to watch some of the games for free if you want to. If you happen to be traveling, whether physically or mentally, I guess, all games are streaming on YouTube outside of the United States, which I think is going to be really cool for worldwide growth.
I couldn't say or encourage anyone to do this, Wyatt, but are you saying that if you happen to use a VPN to make your device
for security purposes
to be have an IP outside of the United States, perhaps you too could watch the games free streaming on YouTube?
I'm not sure how that works, but yes, I would guess that you would probably be able to maybe say that you're in Canada for, a couple hours and enjoy some women's pro baseball.
Yeah, it's a good thing, man. I mean, ESPN's going down a path where they're trying to broify even harder and be this barstool light and all this bullshit. And Pat McAfee and all that crowd can get fucked. But it's good for the league that they're getting involved. It's money in the hand. Like we talked about the bowling series earlier in the year. And as we know, like startup leagues and small leagues live and die by broadcast deals. Like that's their primary source of income. Yeah, and advertising dollars. So, if this is a startup league and they signed an exclusive deal for however many years with ESPN, I don't see that as a bad thing. Honestly, it's going to get eyes on product. It's going to get advertisers on product. It's going to give them the capital that they need to add teams to the league, have individual stadiums, be able to sign talents, be able to sign coaching staffs, all this stuff. It comes from that. So, better the devil I suppose.
It is. Like I said, I was only a little bummed because I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to be able to very easily watch everything on YouTube, which now it's going to be one click harder for me to watch everything on YouTube. But it is. I wish that there would have been someone else that could have acquired streaming rights. But honestly, who else is going to acquire streaming rights to a sport? ESPN is essentially the only option, unless you're looking at like Fox Sports or NBC Sports, maybe Peacock. But ESPN, it makes sense. I mean, with the ESPN, I think it's ESPN Unlimited, which is kind of like their ESPN Plus service. they're the same ones that basically have all of the minor league baseball. They have college league baseball game. Like, it's any sport you want to watch.
Well,
So,
they're
I mean,
broadcasting Banana Ball on the regular too now. So
Yeah,
I tip
yep.
a tip of the cap for that, because
I
that
think
was fun to watch
HBO
the game
also is too.
last week. Are they
But,
really?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, see, Banana Ball, actually, every single one of their games is streamed for free on YouTube. They just have simulcasts on ESPN and HBO.
Yeah, but they have leverage too.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely.
It's a proven success and draw.
Well, WPBL is going to be bigger than Banana Ball. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. I hope it is.
I sure hope it is. But, I mean, obviously, the naysayers always seem to have the loudest voices, which is the most annoying. So, which is why I just doubly hope that this league takes off and does gangbusters, because there are a lot of talented women that are in this league. And it was really cool the last few weeks. I've been sharing on my Blue Sky page. If you follow me, you've probably seen it. Anytime I see a WPBL article that about, one of the women that are in the league and what their story is to how they got there. And it's just really cool to see these women who started playing baseball when they were younger were told, okay, well, you made it past Little League. It's time to play softball. And a lot of them being like, no, I played baseball. I'm a baseball player. And seeing them play, Babe Ruth baseball, seeing them play high school baseball, seeing them play some college baseball, independent league baseball. And now for them to actually have, a quote, league of their own is awesome.
Recruited by John Lovitz in a
Exactly.
surly mood.
Exactly.
Cigar hanging from his mouth.
I hope John Lovitz throws out the first pitch for the inaugural game.
That would be incredible. Hey, man, back in the day, I was friends with a lot of ball players in the high school and college level, and they all loved League of Their Own.
Yeah.
So I'd hate to think that, they would actually turn their nose up at a real league, but who knows these days. But I'd like to think it'll be a success.
I think it will be. Both games today are sold out, which is good. It'd be a little disappointing if your inaugural games didn't sell out.
Got meh, yeah.
Yeah. But it sounds like people are turning it into a whole experience, traveling there, making long weekends of it. And I think, and being a short season, so obviously Major League Baseball plays 162 games, and that is a criticism a lot of people have, is that that's too many games. That, you get into the dog days of summer, and it's like, oh man, do I really want to watch this? The WPBL, I think, is 37 games. That I believe that includes the playoffs. So it's done in 6-7 weeks, I believe. So it's a very quick summer league season. So there is a little bit of, if I want to see this, I gotta get out and see it. But
yeah, that's probably smart, at least for now. Quick hit, make it an attraction. Act now. Create urgency. That's all the sales pitches these days, right?
It is. So I mean, it's pretty exciting, and that kind of transitions me into something that I forgot to put on our greatest hits list here for the day. That I think is kind of pretty important. Is your boys going to the 2028 Summer Olympics?
Oh yeah, you got all the tickets and stuff this week, didn't you?
Yeah, we don't need to talk too much about it, but I just think that's pretty cool. I didn't think I was going to actually be able to pull it off.
Yeah, what'd you score?
So I've got tickets to a preliminary women's soccer match in New York City on July 11th.
This shows how out of it I am. I thought the Olympics were contained to LA.
The Olympics, essentially, yes. Preliminary stuff, just to make it so you can have more teams play and not have in the same amount of time. The preliminary
like
soccer
feeder
matches,
games. Got it. Yeah.
I think there's San Jose, Columbus, New York, and there's one other site that are doing preliminary games just to be able to facilitate it. So
got it.
Because the Olympics don't officially start, I believe, until the 20th, maybe. But obviously with the Olympics, a lot of events happen before the opening ceremonies, which is interesting. But so I'm going to be going to a preliminary match in New York City on the 11th, and then the 16th, I'm probably going to be flying out to LA or maybe closer to Joshua Tree, where we can see our buddy John from Extra Napkins, because he's going to the Olympic Games with me. We're going to be seeing the 17th. We're going to be seeing a preliminary baseball game, men's baseball game, and the 18th we're going to a women's field hockey match, and then
nice.
On the 19th, we've got tickets to the bronze medal baseball game, which I was really hoping to score bronze and gold medal games, but man, I wasn't spending $900 a ticket to go see a gold
Yeah,
medal
and
game.
that's what sucks about it being here. What's great about it and what sucks about it, honestly, because you're going to get bled one way or another.
There are affordable tickets, but right now I think this was either the second or third drop for tickets. Like every event had affordable ticket. It's just those were the ones that the people that
Got
actually wanted to
snatched
see the
up.
games,
Yeah.
bought those. Because I mean, every game or every event had tickets within the $25 to $40 range, which is perfect. And that's why I got tickets to the women's field hockey match. Is I was able to score a couple tickets for $28 a piece. I was like, that's kind of a no-brainer, man. To
Yeah.
go see some Olympic sport for less than $60 for two people. Like it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And talking about baseball still, this is another baseball heavy episode, which are always my favorite. I love baseball, man. There's a new TV show coming out, and I want you to, hopefully you remember a little bit about it, and why don't you tell us what's happening?
Is this a TV show? I thought it was a movie.
Oh, sorry, a movie.
Okay.
My brain's cooked. I went to Fish last night, man.
Yeah, a little contact high for Wyatt, it would seem.
Oh, man, a little bit. Probably a lot more than that. And I got home super late, and we're doing this fairly early. Well, I guess it's not early in the morning, but I'm moving slow. But anyway, yes, there's a movie coming out on YouTube.
Yeah, so very on brand for this show and our generation. Hambino Productions, or excuse me, Hambino Media presents
Great name.
Dugout Dads, and this movie sees the great Hambino from The Sandlot reunite a great large portion of that cast back as their 40-something selves. Along with his wife, appears to be played by the actress Danielle Fishel, who played Topanga. So everyone is familiar, of our generation, is familiar with her from Boy Meets World. So this is pretty amazing. You have pretty much a full reunion, except for the main two cast members, of kind of all the background players from The Sandlot, right?
Yep.
The rest of the team, as it were.
Yeah, very quickly, it looks like my being incorrect was actually right. This is going to be a YouTube TV series.
No shit.
It's not going to be a movie.
So this is like, I wonder if they're going for, do you remember, because Cobra Kai started
Cobra Kai started on YouTube Red.
Yeah, that service no longer exists, and now they're seeing what they missed out on and what a success that turned into, and a money printing machine. I didn't know. See, I would have preferred to see this as a movie. I'm not so sure about it as a TV show now.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be great no matter what. And I think that makes more sense, especially like you said, like, obviously I don't think it's going to go the Cobra Kai route, but hey, you go ahead. Patrick Renna, who played, the great Hambino, and, is creating this, and he's hoping that maybe some Netflix or Hulu or someone sees it and goes, we want to get an actual order.
Oh, I mean, these guys deserve their payday. I hope they get it and they pick up a second series or something like that, because it's, I mean, they were all child actors. They probably got paid shit for The Sandlot, and it's not like, maybe they saw some residuals over the years, but it's not like they got points on the package and the cult hit that became in the video sales and for a generation and all that. So, they deserve their flowers too. I hope they get them.
What's kind of funny? I'm really quickly looking at the IMDb page.
Yeah, me too. Michael Peña's in this. He's great.
Yeah, all of the main characters are like they're playing themselves in the sense that they all have their own names.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are they playing like the real versions of themselves?
It kind of looks like Patrick Renna plays Patrick. Chauncey Leopardi plays Chauncey. The funny thing is, that
would make it more enticing if they actually acknowledged the fact that they were all in it together.
They might. And
they might wink at it without being able to mention it because of licensing, or they don't own the rights to The Sandlot or anything like that.
I mean, there's already a very big nod here, because the guy who played Smalls, his character is called Commissioner Biggs.
You gotta love that. Creed Bratton from The Office is in this. Oh my god, this is great.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. It comes out on, I believe, August 26th. I'm trying to find. Yeah, August 26th. It premieres on YouTube, which it's going to be free, obviously, on YouTube.
follows an idealistic dad who volunteers to coach his kid's little league team and discovers that the most unruly players aren't the 10-year-olds, but the other coaches' parents and sometimes himself. God, if that ain't the truth.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is absolutely marketed at us. This is going to be for like this isn't
Laser-sighted.
going to be the new Sandlot. This is going to be everyone who loved the Sandlot as a kid or as an adult being able to see all these guys come back. And there's
not
like a
above it.
2-minute trailer. No, there's like a 2-minute trailer. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out on YouTube. I was so excited when I saw this pop up. I had seen Patrick Renna, I follow on social media, and he's awesome. He still does a lot of cool stuff. He obviously has a family now, and he does stuff with his family. And seeing this pop up in his social media, I'm like, oh man, I saw him doing some stuff with Danielle Fishel, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if like something's got to be happening here. And yeah, they're creating Dugout Dads.
I mean, you could be
premiering on
bitter.
YouTube.
You can be bitter about it that your career never really took off that, way that you wanted, and you're only really known for this one iconic role, or you can lean into it and, accept that people love you in this iconic role, and 30 years later, they want to see you again. And I think, Mark Hamill did it. Obviously, it worked in Cobra Kai.
Yep.
It's the way to go these days.
Yeah, Patrick Renna seems to genuinely love that he was him.
Yeah, and that's great. That's the right attitude to have, is what I'm saying.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, it's fantastic that he has embraced it, and people love him for it.
Yeah, so I think it was the reason I said Mark Hamill. He said, once a Mouseketeer, always a Mouseketeer kind of thing. He said, what's the point of me getting mad at these people that love me for this? Like, that would be obscene.
But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say on that.
I'll watch it. I'm sure we'll be talking about it.
I'm pretty pumped. I am pretty pumped. I guess so. That's all of our good news, really. So.
you wanna let's
bring it down.
We can speed run all the sucks, because literally the next thing, 3 things on our list say sucks, kinda doesn't suck.
Yeah. Sony sucks. Xbox sucks. Sony basically has come out, as we've covered on the podcasts in depth recently.
They tentatively doubled down.
Yeah, they're killing physical media in 2028. They've had a lot of backlash from people, which I don't know if this is surprising to them or not, because when you get inside a bubble and people are telling you stuff, because all of the statistics that are quoted, 80% of people only buy digital media, like.
I'm wondering what that includes, though, because
that has to be like DLC. It has to be microtransactions.
Well, but are we also including, is that limited to console purchases, or are we including Steam on that and totally digital storefronts like GOG and all that stuff? Are we including mobile game purchases in those figures and statistics?
It has to. For the numbers to be that high, it has to include that stuff.
So, I want to see what is it on PlayStation? Just that platform. What is it on Xbox? Just that platform.
But I also want to see what is it only including like to like. So purchases of full games, not buying Fortnite V-Bucks and not buying, DLC stuff, because a lot of DLC, even if you buy a physical copy, the DLC is still digital. So it needs to be a like to like comparison. If
I pay, $6 or whatever for a one-time purchase on my phone and buy Super Mario Brothers Run, let's say that. Is that counted as one digital game purchase, just the same as my physical purchase of Mario Odyssey on Switch? Because that seems wrong.
Exactly. If you're not comparing like to like it's. But anyway, so.
And not
Sony's
to mention, I could buy a dozen games on Steam during a sale for what I would pay for one physical new AAA title, regardless of whether I would do that or not. So. That's kind of juking the stats too. It's weird. Yeah. Strange time.
It is, and it doesn't matter what the statistics actually say, because Sony essentially came out and said, "You're going to hate it, but you're going to deal with it." This is what
it was
we've
inevitable.
Decided.
It is at some point. I don't know. I just wish they'd provide the option for those that want it. But if they have
an add-on.
They've even figured out how they're going to retool the production lines to not make Blu-rays anymore. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I understand that they haven't backed off on it, because let's be realistic. PlayStation 6 is probably coming out obviously in 2028. That's why they said they're not going to produce discs starting in 2028. That's probably what's going to come out. And at this point, there's already going to be PlayStation 6s out there that they're tweaking, they're doing this and that on. So it's probably too late in the game to now backtrack and start including whatever they need to do. But
it's going to be a Steam machine, of sorts.
It's going to be probably a more powerful Steam machine.
Yeah. Just is what it is. That's what it's going to be. But it's also going to be just prettier and maybe, slightly uptuned native resolution and frame rates. But otherwise,
we don't need any more.
There's really not going to be that many experiences that are going to be unique to it. I really believe that at this point.
Video games have hit the saturation point, I think. We've talked about this a few times before. Like, it's not going to get any better. Yes, you can get a little bit better frame rates. You can get a little bit better fidelity. But
the true generational shifts are long since behind us.
Yeah, we've hit diminishing returns at this point. Like, I have, honestly, even Xbox One and PS4 for me, like, that was fine. That was good enough. And having the Switch 2 alongside that, like Nintendo with the Switch 2, it has hit the point where it's like, cool, this is it. Like, you're good. Just keep creating games.
I mean, I played like PC versions of something, like I was testing out this, the Steam Machine project that Joe and I built, and playing the PC version of God of War. And it was like, damn, this looks incredible, because, you've got all these little bells and whistles graphically that you can turn on and crank up on a capable PC machine, and it looks stunning. It does. But that's not to say that I ever thought it looked anything ever close to bad on PS4. I just, these are just creature comforts at this point. It's bells and whistles. It's ooh, ah. And I think that there's a huge contingent of gamers out there that are sadly just dick measuring with, who's got the fastest tuned 5090 so they can pull off every single thing that can be done. But it's not necessarily adding to the experience at this point. It's nice. It's not necessary. You can play the game and still understand what the dev's experience was intended to be just fine.
Right.
Last of Us 2 remake on PS5, I'm sure, is fantastic and gorgeous in every way possible, but I still had a wonderful time on PS4. And before that, I had a wonderful time on PS3 with the first game. Like,
I had a
definitely
diminishing
returns
with GTA 5 on Xbox 360.
13 years ago, yeah. Exactly.
I actually, I know I talked about, I don't think I'm going to get GTA 6 when it comes out, which I'm probably not. And who knows if there's going to be sales anymore, because that's also going to just be a digital-only game. I actually started replaying GTA 5 because it's been 10 years.
I kind of want to. If you want to jump online, I'd be down, man.
Yeah, I'll play online. I'm just doing the story mode at this point because that's what I enjoy.
Yeah. It's a great game. It really is. Online, and I want to check it out on PC because I own it there, but have never actually run it much. And now that I have capable hardware, I want to see the bells and whistles shinies.
Yeah, so we can hop
but
on
I don't
that,
need them.
No, yeah, they're there. They're nice to have, but I don't need them.
I'm going into buying that. I'm an old guy at this point, at least in my head. Like I don't need the thing when everybody else has the thing all the time. I fall victim to it just like everybody else. But like chasing hype will never satisfy you. So you're better off just waiting until you have access to it for cheaper.
As professional media correspondents, I feel like, we probably should be on the cutting edge. So, if Take-Two wants to send us a couple digital copies so, we can give our reviews
that's true.
Dozens of people will listen and read. I won't turn it down.
Yeah, I mean, that experience is going to be there for you no matter what. If you're worried so much about spoilers and stuff, I don't know. I manage to be oblivious to most media stuff going on half the time. So.
Yeah. There's certain things that I've watched recently that have been out for a few... Actually, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'm playing through now. I mean, I know how Final Fantasy VII goes, but I also know that the story's kind of changing a little bit with the remakes on it.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what happens with it. I have somehow managed for the last 2 or 3 years to avoid any spoilers, which is fantastic.
It's thing, and it'll be there for you when you want to experience it. As long as you don't go deep diving to pour over every single rumor and comment that people have made, and what if it's this, and what if it's that, and what if it's never going to live up to it anyway, because you've built up this image in your head of something that's insane. Just
live your life.
Go enjoy it and be like, yeah, that was a good media property, movie, TV show, video game. I enjoyed that experience. On to the next.
Yeah,
not to say that they should just be consumable, but
yeah, no, for the most part, I avoid trailers. I avoid
I'm on the same page
previews.
now.
Like, if I see something I enjoy, I'll reach out and play it. Like, obviously, something like GTA 6, we can't avoid anything because that is just omnipresent and it's in everywhere. But I don't really search out or read any articles or updates or anything on it. Like, once I get a chance to play it, when hopefully at some point it drops down to like $20 or something, then I'll play it. And
good luck with that heavy rabbiting with a digital sale. But
yeah, I know.
I guess we'll find out,
buddy. I know. That's the biggest thing to me that sucks about the digital age, is that it's trying to force the fact that you're going to pay this price for it and there's no reason to.
How are they going to control all the gray market codes?
Well, the way that Sony does it is they do not sell outside. They do not sell digital codes outside of the Sony PlayStation Store. Like 10 years ago,
they're selling, but Rockstar will sell it, or Take-Two will sell it to you in a box that has a code inside. So I don't know.
But I mean,
it's going to be interesting to watch what happens.
I don't know. We're going to have to. It'll be something that we're covering probably for the next couple of years and seeing how
6 months at least. Yeah,
how this goes. But so how does Xbox suck, Nick?
Oh gosh, well yeah, everybody's favorite new installed or what have you CEO Asha Sharma, it's trying to put a positive smile face on everything as they're gutting the entire part of the industry that they slurped up with their money spend that they will never recoup. But yeah, she's like, all right, we hear you. We dialed back the cost on Game Pass. And now we're going to focus on more releases, more properties that you want more often. And it's basically promising the world and will never be able to deliver, and is selling goodwill. And she wants to, be the ultimate brand in gaming with 1 billion subscribers on Game Pass. Like,
a billion,
sky numbers.
1 billion with a B.
She was extremely dragged for that, as she should have been. I don't think that's the thing that you should harp on her for. No. That's just, the gotcha that the internet loves to do. But it's right there in her comments, everything that's wrong with the games industry. She's a CEO to saying, oh yeah, so we'll just make more Halo games more often, more this franchise more often. And, these studios, they can crank out AAA quality games, no problem. We'll just get it out there, make people happy. Like, it doesn't really work that way. You can't make a AAA game in 18 months to 3 years now. Like, it doesn't work that way. You're looking at a 13-year development cycle that we're just talking about. Like, you would hope that the CEO of Xbox would understand that, and I'm sure she does.
Yeah, I mean,
this is
she's
pageantry for the shareholders, but it's just, there's just so much bullshit on bullshit on bullshit. I hate it. And yeah, fuck capitalism, man. Let's go play Commodore 64 in the closet or something.
It was a terrible experiment. I think it's over.
But I guess Nintendo's really showing their hand. Like, not such a pieces of shit about the geek cards now, are we, guys? Huh? Who looks okay now?
It's sad that, like, Nintendo's not necessarily doing anything that is amazing, but by really doing nothing, they're just coming number one.
Well, like, they're letting everybody shoot themselves in the foot, but they've found a possible middle ground. Here is a platform that most of these are just going to be key cards, guys, but that still gives you retained value where you can sell it used. It allows libraries to still function and give out physical copies. It allows you to lend games to friends. All of the things that you love to do, it's just now it's a key instead of actually being the game. That's a compromise versus saying this is the way it'll be and forever. And also, not to mention, if you're an independent publisher and you want to put your whole game on this storage medium, that works too. You can do that.
it's more expensive for the publisher, and that's why a lot of these companies are going ahead and doing the digital key cards.
But that's also,
I
mean, that's also why, third-party physical publishers are now a booming business.
Yeah. What is it? Cyberpunk, they actually released the full game on cartridge.
Yeah, and that's just
wild.
if they could do it, it's proof that it can be done. And there used to be this thing in games that was great. It was called optimization. And it was incredible. Instead of just trying to blindly brute force absolutely everything, you just actually optimized your code and the way it operated and tried to shrink it down. Remember GameCube? They had to fit shit on those tiny discs.
And it used to be like a point of pride where developers...
Look what we did. Our team achieved this. We fit, whatever game on an N64 cart. Holy shit, how did we pull that off? That used to be skills. Now it's just just get a better rig.
Which, I mean, and part of it, and I know we've talked about this before, part of it is if game sizes are bigger, you can download fewer games, which means you're going to spend more time in their ecosystem.
Monopolize your storage,
Call of Duty is the probably biggest culprit. If you try and go and download even like Warzone, which is their free-to-play like battle royale, you're looking at 200 plus gigabytes.
Oh, dude, it can get that big on Call of Duty Mobile if you download all the assets and the HD stuff. It's nuts. It take over your entire device or phone.
But, talking about Nintendo kind of being, ended up being the good guys, there's some news that came out this past week that they're releasing 2 previously unreleased games for the Virtual Boy, which I think is pretty friggin' cool. Like, I don't really care about the Virtual Boy at all. I didn't buy the little expansion, the actual like Virtual Boy headset that they brought out to play these games on in their the Virtual Boy expansion pack or whatever they call it, the Switch Online collection of games. But like this is exactly what Nintendo Classics, that's what they're called. This is exactly what the Nintendo Classics thing is for, is being able to give people access to games that have never come out before.
Yeah, I mean, if Nintendo want to be, we're kind of being nice to them now, but they're one of the most litigious companies on the
absolutely.
face of the planet.
They're not without fault.
Yeah, if they want to go after fan projects and shit like that, like you gotta meet your audience in the middle too and say, okay, here's access to a previously unreleased title, and now you can try it and play it, versus going out and going on a ROM hack site or finding it through back channel stuff illegally distributed or whatever. I don't know if these fresh out of the vault, no one's ever seen them before, or were they floating around the internet for years kind of thing?
I honestly don't know. My guess is it's probably been leaked somewhere before, but it goes exactly along with what you just said, that people don't necessarily want to pirate or go through nefarious ways to get things.
No.
They just want easy access to stuff. So doing stuff like this, like, what's the point of going, like you said, going to pirate something like a ROM hack or something like that, or even, a translation, when if you can get it directly from the source, I'd rather get it directly from the source.
Yeah, and a reasonably priced, fair access too, which the Nintendo Online is very reasonable, actually.
Yeah, I think, are you part of my family plan?
I am part of your family, thank you very much.
Yeah, I've got like 4 or 5 people part of my family plan, in which Nintendo encouraged. That's the thing, like, originally when Netflix
it's not like
was
password sharing or something.
Yeah, which Netflix was very big about wanting you to do. They famously made a, I think, tweet years ago that said, "Love is sharing your Netflix password," and then they cracked down on it many years later. But Nintendo,
they had ads to sell now.
Yeah, exactly. Nintendo came out and they said, "No, like, we want you to share this with your friends. Like, it's a family pass, but anybody can be your family. Just so it cost us like, I don't know. I think with everyone I have on, it's like $8 a year.
Yeah, it's insanely cheap.
Yeah, which Nintendo, if you're listening to this, it's very fairly priced. It's maybe it's a little bit too much. You don't need to raise prices anymore. It's fair.
We can be bought with free access to change the tune.
Right. But so the 2 games that are coming out, which I think is pretty interesting. I haven't actually looked too much into these yet, but there's one game called Zero Racers, which is an F-Zero game for Virtual Boy, which was supposed to come out in 1996. But didn't. It's going to have a Grand Prix mode and practice mode.
Where were you on that one last month, dipshit?
Yeah. Oh, well, if they would have announced it last month, we could have friggin' done something about it. And then there's also another game called D-Hopper, which is, I guess, also called Dragon Hopper. but it is developed by Intelligent Systems, who did the WarioWare games and Fire Emblem, and it's a Legend of Zelda-esque action-adventure game, which sounds pretty cool, aside from the fact that it's bright red Virtual Boy colors.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, you play a prince who is exploring a world, rescuing allies, and preparing to defeat a corrupt politician.
I might have to look into this. One of the nice things that emulation gives us is displaying Virtual Boy games not in eye-burning red. They're actually quite a pleasure to play when not viewed through that lens.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. And that's coming out by the time you're listening to this, unless you're a Patreon subscriber. Those two are coming out on August 4th, which will be this upcoming Tuesday.
There you go.
And I think that brings us to Nick having a potty break if he needs one.
Oh, he needs one, buddy. This is we've got this show like planned out perfectly. We're following a schedule on our notes here, and I'm like, phew, it's funny because I really do have to pee. So we'll be right back.
I know about the kind of pain you get just working for a living. But I can make that pain go away with almost no work at all. Because I take stand-back powders. Stand-back gets to work fast. Starts fighting pain and fever and even inflammation real quick. When my mama and daddy were coming along, stand-back was all a lot of folks took for pain relief. It worked fast then, it worked fast now. Try stand-back powders. It's an idea whose time has come back.
And we're back. Hopefully Nick has inserted some sort of fun into
Let's make it Dusty Road, baby.
Hey, look at that.
We want that mellow yellow. That mellow yellow, it's got that crisp citrus taste. The Dusty Road love, the people champion, baby.
I think next month we're just going to have to do Dusty Rhodes talking to Dusty Rhodes as a bonus Patreon episode.
Now we're talking.
All right, Nick. Why don't you play everyone's favorite theme music?
What is that? Is that Backlog Buster Brothers, Wyatt?
Sure is.
Dooby-doo-doo.
I'm excited about this one, Nick.
This is what it's all about, man. Right here, this one.
I'm so happy that I suggested this as an assignment. I saw this movie, I don't know, a long time ago, but I decided to come back and watch it because we were having a conversation in one of our group chats. I don't know how this came up, but we watched the 1996 buddy cop science fiction comedy film, Theodore Rex.
Yes, we did. I didn't get any drops from Theodore Rex. I didn't plan to have time for that this week, but I watched it yesterday with the boy, and it was kind of great.
Did the boy like it? I thought he would when I was watching it.
Yeah, he was like, "Jesus, old man, what are you getting me into now?" And like 5 minutes in, he was transfixed. He was like, "Ah, this is kind of cool, actually."
Yeah. So there is. I know I teased this last week. That like there was some controversy behind this film. Whoopi Goldberg did not want this film to come out.
She sued to stop its theatrical release.
She did.
Yeah.
And let's see. So very quickly, and this is just high level. So she apparently had an oral agreement to star in the movie in 1992, and she wanted to back out. And actually, Whoopi Goldberg was sued for $20 million because she agreed to do it and wanted to back out. Oh. And she then, the lawsuit was settled, and then she agreed to star in the film for $7 million, which I guess the original agreement was to do it for $5 million.
A hell of a payday in 96, man.
Right? She did not want this movie to come out. She thought it was absolutely terrible, and it got terrible reviews. I guess it was test marketed in several places: Las Vegas, Memphis, Portland, Maine, and Providence. They did test markets. Nobody liked it. So the distributors just said, you know what? This doesn't need to go out in the theaters. We're just going to put this out on direct-to-video. And I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. This isn't a terrible movie.
It's not. And just as I was talking about Normal being basically a modern telling of a Western story, this is a noir detective movie, like through and through. Like, the beats to this story if you've ever seen any noir detective story ever. And yeah, it happens to be in a really weird setting where dinosaurs and humans coexist, but this was not out of left field for 90s media. Like,
No,
none of
this
this
is the
was
90s
that
movie.
strange. And yeah, if you just take it as that, like, there's fun to be had here. And I was expecting it to be like bad, like unwatchable bad. It's not that at all. And there was a budget here too.
Yeah.
It's got like a lot of big explosions and like action set pieces. Like they built vehicles and the dinosaur puppets basically more or less. The poster is really, it's deceptive because they shadowed the character to really make him look like he was straight out of the Dinosaurs 90s TV show. And the character designs are different.
And can I just quickly say,
Yeah.
the dinosaur costume is really good.
Oh, all the
Genuinely-
animatronic stuff is awesome throughout the whole
Like-
movie. All the puppeteers, like, tip of the hat. Yeah.
Why is this movie? Why was this movie panned? Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, there were a couple parts that were like probably the second to third act where it decided to be like, we're gonna have funny fart stuff happening now.
Yeah,
I was like, that seems kind of weird, but
for a 90s kids appropriate
Right.
movie, like, it's
don't
not
get it,
good.
dude.
It's not
No.
good, but for
I enjoyed
like,
it though.
Whoopi to receive the golden raspberry that year, like she's actually fine in it too. And yeah, the dinosaur character is actually kind of like enjoyable. I don't know, you're rooting for him. He's the protagonist.
Right.
And do you know who was originally considered for the main human role in this?
Yeah, our buddy from the documentary we watched for Baseball Month, Kurt Russell.
Yep, that's right.
And do you think this movie would have been better if it was Kurt Russell instead of Whoopi Goldberg?
Well, she didn't really seem
would've been
like she was
different.
pissed off to be there. It would have been a very different, but I think if he would have really leaned into it, it could have possibly definitely done more. Who's to say that at that time, he could have carried it and they didn't have faith in her carrying it? I don't know. But it doesn't deserve this horrendous reputation. Like there's fun here. I had fun.
So very quickly, the idea behind the movie is it's in a near future, which I guess it's probably present day today in real life, I guess, because this movie was made in 1996.
Mhm.
It's a near future where humans and dinosaurs are now coexisting. Dinosaurs can talk. They have been cloned to come back to life. And Theodore Rex works as a PR person for the police department. And he wakes up in the middle of the night and has this just vivid dream that like a dinosaur died. And he said that, like all of us dinosaurs have like feelings connected, like we feel each other. And in the background, you have this nefarious evil scientist who has decided that he wants to start the next ice age and restart the planet in how he sees fit. He's collected 2 of every animal that he wants.
Billionaire Elazar Kane. How's that for a character name?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And kind of funny how he seems kind of close to a certain crazy billionaire that we have out here today.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean, he plans to
pretty on the nose.
launch missiles into the atmosphere to bring on another ice age on purpose. That's like within the realm of possibilities for some of these fucking Bond villains we got out here today.
But yeah, so the idea is that Whoopi Goldberg plays a police detective, and she ends up being partners with Theodore Rex because Theodore shows up to Shaft. Richard Roundtree, who plays the police commissioner, shows up to the police commissioner and is like, hey, I really think that I should be able to be a real detective, blah, 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 blah. And then I can't remember who the other guy that's alongside Richard Roundtree, but he's like, yeah, why don't we just go ahead and make him be, he can be
We're going to deputize the dinosaur.
Yeah. And, you come to find out that the other guy maybe has, other reasons for wanting that to happen. But, and then it just turns into a buddy cop film, noir-esque movie.
And Whoopi learns a lesson about love along the way and not to be a speciesist. I don't remember how they say it. The dinos call all humans soft skins. I found that hilarious. But there's even like the scene at like the Copacabana type club with like the dinosaur lounge singer type.
Molly Rex.
Dude, if you can't enjoy that, like, there's the scene where they go back to her dressing room and she's like taking off her negligee behind the divider in the room. This is a dinosaur, by the way. Like, dude, this was fun. Like, I expected like The Room level good bad, but this is just like
it's an enjoyable movie. It's not
kind of
good,
fun, yeah.
But it's a fun 90s movie. Like, this is not out of place. Like, I don't know if
there are so many theatrical releases that are completely forgotten to time that are worse than this. By far.
Absolutely,
this is a better movie than Batman and Robin.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I watched this a couple days ago, and I keep waiting. I'm like, all right, where does this just get super schlocky? And then where does the bad, CGI or bad, anything come in? And like I said, aside from, it seemed like it was kind of shoehorned in, like all the little fart bits. Like, it fits in a 90s movie that was, meant for kids to watch, but it does seem like it comes a little bit out of nowhere because you have like
dialogue's not bad.
No,
it's not. Like I said, compared to the dialogue of Batman and Robin, it's fucking Shakespeare.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I went into this with way open of a mind, so I decided that, this wasn't that bad, or if it just genuinely wasn't a bad movie.
Like, it's from the mouth of babes, man. My 10-year-old's like, yeah, I mean, it was okay. I liked it.
Yeah, and that's why that was part of the reason why I wanted to do this assignment, and I wanted you to watch it with the kid, because I wanted to see what a kid's view of it was, because I feel like this is the perfect movie for a 10-year-old, like a 8 to 13-year-old.
He had a chuckle at the puppets at first, but once you're in the world, he was fine with it. He found all the continuous gag of Rex knocking everything over with his tail hilarious. So
yeah, that was a very recurring theme where he couldn't control his tail. And
so the costume designs are pretty cool. You had like the henchmen, like predator-looking dudes with like the glowing eyes and the dreads climbing on the outside of the car with the crowbars. They look just like the character from Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah, Cable.
Cable, there you go, yeah.
Or Cabal, I think actually his name is.
What have you.
But how about the guy in the bag? I loved the guy in the bag.
Oh, the guy in the little, they basically created a new Muppet character after that. It was probably based on Guy in the Bag.
Yeah, I mean, if not, either way, there was something somewhere where
Theodore Rex was influential cinema. I'm sorry, it was.
And Carol Kane played Molly Rex. I know we talked about this before. The woman from like Everything.
Yep, absolutely.
Very famous actress. She played Molly Rex, and she did a really good job of that. Like, this movie.
I don't think she probably wasn't in the suit.
No. She was just the voice.
she lent her voice to the role versus wearing a 400-pound dinosaur costume or something with an animatronic head.
The fun thing is, it looks like, so with all of these, you had the voice obviously for a dinosaur, and then you had someone that did the face performance and another person who was the in-suit performer.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool
for sure. Like, that's how you had to do it then, man.
You have to, I don't want to say you don't have to do anything, people, but I strongly encourage you to give this a watch.
But a serious set and world building in this too. I mean, it feels like a world where dinosaurs cohabit. It's and this is better than, like, going back to our tie-in theme. Better than the Super Mario movie with John Leguizamo.
That was the comparison I was making as I was watching it. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting Super Mario Brothers level, like, this is just shit. A crappy movie.
Yeah.
And it just, that shoe just never dropped.
Like, well, it doesn't have the self-seriousness to it necessarily.
Yeah, it knows what it is.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not going to watch this again, like, every month, but I would probably watch it again.
Interesting exploration. Yeah.
Like, it was fun. I'm actually, you know what? I might watch it sometime soon. If I can convince Caitlin to watch this with me, just to see, like, because I would like to see another adult that's not, special like you and me watch this. And
I don't know if I would. I don't want to take flack as if we're, like, recommending this. It's not good.
I wholly recommend it.
It's
just a fun.
It's definitely
movie.
Not bad. Yeah, it's good bad, but not in the offensive way. I don't know how to best describe it. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
I would describe this as you have nothing to watch on Friday night.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, this title card looks interesting. Pop it on. Like,
Yeah,
you're
it
not
wouldn't be
going
the
to get
world's worst
cinema.
background watch either. You can
No,
watch it through your phone.
like I don't know. So on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't really care about, it has a 0% from critics, and the average rating from the audience is 1.7 out of 10.
Yes, but when was the last time that anybody professional reviewed Theodore Rex, or even did at
us
the
right
time?
now.
Consider
We
you know,
need
that's
to
right.
do a write-up, and we
Yep.
need to submit it to Rotten Tomatoes. We are professional critics.
Excuse me, Mister hasn't contributed to the show Letterboxd account yet. I think this is your calling because you would give it a more favorable review than me, even. So there you go. Time to put your writing English shoes back on, buddy.
Looks like the last time it was reviewed was 2018, and someone gave it a 0.5 out of 5.
Okay, well, we're 8 years
Which-
on, and it's a new world. So I think the world
God, man,
needs to
it's
know
a
what
new
Wyatt
world,
has to
and
say.
It's a new world and
Theodore
way
Rex.
too many bad places. I don't know. Like, I'm just very quickly looking like audience reviews. Actually, this was someone from a year ago. This was a fever dream. Whoever thought that a live-action dinosaurs kid movie mixing with a buddy cop idea would be a good idea should be shot. Like, what?
It's a fever dream in the best way possible, and I agree with that.
This person gave it 2 stars, which honestly, if I was to give it a star rating, I'd probably give it a solid 3. 3
People
stars.
have no
It's
whimsy left in their soul.
Yeah. This person says, and I kind of agree with this, it's a bad movie, but it's one of those movies that's so bad it's good. However, I don't think it's so bad. I don't see...
It's not The Room bad. It's not like that.
No.
You're not laughing at it necessarily for the same reasons. It's
like we said, it perfectly fits in its time. It is a mid-90s...
Oh, this is a capsule. Absolutely.
Yeah. But anyway, so if you guys get a chance, it's on... The only place I've been able to find it was on Internet Archive because, again, like it only came out direct to video and no one really wanted it.
It's
So
there. It's free. It's consider it your digital library. Go check it out if you want. Nobody's really going to get mad about lost revenue about Theodore Rex, and you couldn't buy it even if you tried. So
Exactly. So go and enjoy it and let us know what you think about it because I'm curious to see what other people think about this because, man, it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I don't know. So what do we want to do?
We have an exciting new August to talk about here. Are we going to talk about the theme and the assignment, or should we get into the giveaway first? And
yeah, you know what? Let's. The people have already waited. Let's let them wait about 5 more minutes to see which one of our Patreon supporters gets to take home a handheld.
Yeah, we're going to keep doing this every month, folks. So if you're listening
until I run out
and you haven't signed up for Patreon, you can do it. Even a free sign up will give you access to polls. It'll give you access to the giveaway every month. Your name will go in the hat to be on the wheel spun. And if you feel like giving us a couple bucks, we even just recorded a top 5 episode as bonus content, going over our top 5 favorite stuffs from 1996. And we'll keep doing that every month. So give you a little extra content if you so desire. Did I cover all the stuffs?
I think so. Any money that you guys give us is literally just going back into paying for our hosting.
Yep.
Because obviously all this stuff comes out of our own pocket. We do this for the love of the game, obviously.
Hey, but, just want to be around for another 52 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to contribute, awesome. If you want to contribute just by signing up for a free account, it's all gravy, baby.
It helps. It legitimizes us in the algorithm's eye. But what are we giving away this month? What'd you pull down?
We are giving away a Pow Kitty X39 Pro. It kind of looks like a...
Oh, it's purple.
Yeah, it's a nice little purple guy. It what would you say? Maybe like a PSP, but with... I guess the PSP only had one
Yeah,
thumbstick.
yeah.
So it kind of looks like a PSP.
It's almost like a cross between a PSP and a Nomad.
Yeah, there you go.
It's capable little unit. I said it's purple. It's like a N64 translucent purple.
Yep.
And it'll get you up and into the PSX, PS1 library, playing that at a decent clip. Great little, what I would call a starter handheld. But It should come preloaded from
Yep, it's
Pal
preloaded
Kitty.
with a pretty decent amount of stuff, decent amount of ROMs, and
All your NES, SNES, Genesis, all that shit should be on there. And we're giving it away. So you want to spin the wheel?
Right? Yeah, let's do it. Let me.
Oh,
we're gonna Nick's gonna record this.
I'm gonna record the screen
professionally with his phone.
That's right. Screen cap is too much of a pain in the ass.
All right, I'm sharing it. Let me know once you can see it.
Oh, I have to wait. No, I have to click watch stream because I'm not smart. There you go. I see the wheel. You can spin it. Spin away, my friend.
Well, wait. We had this discussion before we started, and I want to make this clear before we do it, so no one calls foul play. We're not if you won a previous month, and let's say if you won last month, you're
not eligible this month. That's it.
It's not
You'll
saying
be
you
back
can't win
month.
another one, but you have to sit out once because the way that these things work, I'm sure one person's gonna win every single handheld.
Yeah.
And so I believe Tyler won last month. So Tyler, if your name gets pulled, congratulations.
We got to spin again.
But we're gonna spin again.
Keep it fair for everybody. We have to incentivize our audience. Where we at?
I really wish that
we have a winner, Matt.
Yeah, our buddy Matt Elfring.
Oh, cool.
Who lives in Chicagoland, not far from you. So thankfully, I now have to ship something from New Hampshire, basically back out to you.
That's my bad.
I mean, not that we knew this was going to happen, but congratulations, Matt. I'll reach out to you here soon. I think I already have your address, but I'll verify your address, and we'll get this sent out to you, buddy.
Yep. And any Wyatt care packages that need to be sent my way, also at the same time, do that. One where you send me presents too, is what I'm saying. Cookies, perhaps. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know someone that makes cookies?
Yeah, I used to know a guy.
He was wicked good, I think.
Oh, hey. So what are we doing this month, man? I'm excited about this. So you want to talk about our theme?
I do,
voted by the audience.
Let's get back into it. So once again, like Nick said, if you subscribe to our Patreon, it gives you the ability to vote for our Backlog Buster Brothers themes for the month, which I believe last month was the first month we did this, and I quite enjoyed letting the audience kind of take the wheel a little bit.
I love it.
And so let me quickly pull up, because I can't remember what the 4 options were, despite the fact that I'm the one that wrote them down. There we go. So we had 4 options for this month. We had commercial flops, which just would have been, something that came out, but kind of like
a movie that tanked.
Yep,
or
like a Theodore Rex, actually.
Yep, there you go.
We had blockbusters, so like your Marvel stuff, your really big things that you can't avoid. We had camping, which was, we'll toss it in there if you wanted to know some Uncle Buck.
Oh, I would have loved to play some more RV there yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still can. But and then we had one called tie-ins, which would be properties that have both a video game and a movie, or a video game and a TV show. And
Wyatt and I came to each other with the same idea about this.
Yeah. Which, that's, at this point, I guess it's not too surprising. We're kind of same-brained at this point. I guess we've been same-brained for a while, and that's why we started doing this.
Ended up here, yeah.
But a runaway winner, no one cared about commercial flops. Maybe I could have changed that to coffin flops, and we might have got some votes. But commercial flops, blockbuster, both 0. We had 20% of our votes went to camping, and number 1 runaway, August is going to be a tie-ins month, which I won't lie to you, I was secretly hoping this is the one that we'd have, because I think this could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about games based off movie properties or TV properties, and
or
vice versa.
Yeah, I say, or movies based on games. So I don't know, maybe we'd watch the Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s and tie that in with
New
Super Mario
Sonics,
Brothers on NES.
I mean, Uncharted. You got the terrible old Assassin's Creed movies. You got the old Tomb Raider.
Great movie.
Yep, Willow. I think
Top Gun.
was one you brought up. Top Gun. There's so many, many tie-ins. Most of them terrible. Demolition Man, underrated SNES title.
RoboCop. I could just keep naming stuff for hours.
Well, we spun the wheel. Where are we landing for this first tie-in?
So this is
something both of us have never played or seen.
I'm not gonna lie. This was one of the first NES games I had as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I remember playing it probably at like 5 or 6 years old, but from what I remember, this is not a game I should have been playing at 5 or 6 years old. Not that it was necessarily, I mean, I guess it is kind of a violent game, but it wasn't made for kids to play.
Well, the limited hardcore gore on the NES was.
But we're going to be playing. It's based on a 1930s comic, Nick, which then got a movie in the 1980s, which then became a series of video games. It's going to be called a little movie, a little video game, a little comic by the name of Dick Tracy.
All right. I'll correct you on one thing. It was a 1990 movie.
Was it 1990?
Yeah.
Jeez,
I was
I
old
thought it
enough
was
to
late
remember
80s.
the advertising blitz and the McDonald's meals and all that stuff.
I was 2, so I don't remember it.
It was a big
1990,
deal,
you're
but
right.
I never ended up seeing it because it was a little, I think, still considered too old for me at the time. But the makeup and the prosthetics for all the villains was amazing, honestly. Some people mocked it, but I think it was incredible. And a lot of heavy hitters here in the movie. You got Dustin Hoffman, you had obviously Warren Beatty playing the lead character. Al Pacino is here, William
Madonna.
Forsythe, James Tolkien. I mean, lots of people.
Dick Van Dyke.
James
Kathy Bates.
Caan. Catherine
Yeah.
O'Hara's in this. Awesome.
Yeah, like,
I'm excited.
This is a bunch of heavy hitters. Yeah, I've somehow never seen this movie.
Mandy Patinkin's in this, Wyatt.
Paul
Your boy.
Sorvino's in it.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be dope.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, I don't know if we decided yet. I kind of want to go with... I mean, these games are short enough, or like we can play a little... Doesn't have to be a whole game. Like I said, there are a bunch of Dick Tracy video games.
Yeah, I'm gonna test the waters, man.
Yeah.
What's the point of having and giving away emulation machines if we can't
can't
test
have
out
fun
all
with
the
them.
versions? So there's an
Yeah.
NES, a Genesis. It looks like there was an Amiga / Commodore 64 release. What else did we find? There's a bunch.
Master System, I think there was
Yep.
one. Game Boy. There was a lot. So we're gonna get together, make sure we play the same ones, so we can talk about the same ones, and we're gonna both watch Dick Tracy the movie, which I'm pretty excited about because I have a feeling I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, no movies since from that entire property, and we were discussing this a little beforehand. Very shortly, it'll be entering public domain, like within the next 10 years. But Warren Beatty had guarded
So
it
funny.
with his life, basically, the rights to stop anybody but him from being able to make it. But Disney didn't want to make another movie with him, so it's been a basically
Held it hostage.
standoff for 30 years. 40 years almost.
Yeah, so what Warren Beatty does is, I believe every 5 years or so, he has to do something with the property because he is the rights holder to Dick Tracy.
Mhm.
And if he doesn't, then it's up for grabs, and then Disney could grab it because Disney did want to make a new Dick Tracy movie. Like you said, they just didn't want Warren Beatty to do it. So Warren Beatty said, screw you, I'm never letting go of this IP. So about I think it's like 3 to 5 years, he creates... It's like a 30-minute TV show where, and now you've got like a 90-year-old Warren Beatty who puts on the Dick Tracy outfit, so you can tell it's Dick Tracy. He's called Dick Tracy, and he basically just does like a Zoom interview.
Like, hey, I'm Dick Tracy. How are you?
Yeah, and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
I believe they play like once, and I think I remember having a fever dream back in the like 2010s, because I believe it played on AMC, one of those stations. It would play once at like 2 a.m. for about half an hour, and it would just be this thing, and then it would never play again. But because Warren Beatty was Dick Tracy again, he still had the rights for another 3 to 5 X amount of years. So if you ever get a chance, I'll try and link this maybe next week, or even toss it on our Patreon. Links to these. They are hilarious just to see like how low effort this is, and how
on purpose. That's great though.
Because Warren Beatty is literally, it is the most spiteful move, and I'm here for
Well,
it.
Disney wanted a Lunchbox franchise out of it,
Yeah.
and he wanted it to be taken seriously. Fantastical though the source material might be, I'm guessing with all the literal interpretations of the villains, but it was a live kind of comic strip adaptation. And did we even mention that like Madonna is that started their relationship, and then Dick Van Dyke is apparently here? Yeah,
there's everyone in this.
Kathy Bates, holy hell.
Yeah,
Wow,
this is gonna be fun, man.
this is going to be fun. Can I just point out that we're going from a dinosaur noir detective story into perhaps the most noir detective that there could possibly be. So that's awesome.
I'm pretty pumped for this month, and
Yeah.
I'm excited because Dick Tracy's been something that's been on my mind. Like once every few years, I'm always like, man, I should watch that movie, and I've just literally never gotten around.
I've always thought about it. It was like it was too dark for me when I was a kid and inappropriate, and then by the time I was a teenager, it was like that's lame. And then years go on, and you just
Now
never
we're
see
old
that
and
movie.
lame, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to see this.
I'm ready for that. Yeah, I'm lame.
I'm a guy like me.
Yeah.
All right, I think that just about does us for this week. I need to go quickly get changed because this is the weekend that I'm
adventures
tearing
continue.
G-Van Joy apart. Yeah, I gotta go redo the electrical on my van, and
You get wire in. I hope you bought the stuff that's not coated in soy for the critters to munch on.
I thankfully did not. So I spent a decent amount of money here, so I'm hoping that maybe by the end of this weekend we'll have some good news. But I've planned this to be a 2-weekend project, so we'll see, man.
Get out there. I won't take up any more of your time or you valuable listeners, but thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Congrats to Matt, our winner. And we'll see you next week to talk about more of our bullshit.
Yeah, man, I don't know. We don't have it yet.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
See ya.